Take the pretty one, her father told the Duke. He chose the rejected sister instead. The great hall of Blackthorn Manor smelled of beeswax polish, wood smoke, and the nervous anticipation that always accompanied important visitors. Afternoon light poured through the high windows, catching on the silver candelabras and the pearls at Lady Beatrice's throat. She stood like a statue of Venus come to life, golden curls arranged to perfection, sapphire gown cut to display an elegant collarbone, smile both modest and dazzling. Every inch of her declared, "Here is the prize." Half a step behind her, dressed in soft dove grey, stood Lady Eleanor, smaller, quieter. One dark curl had already worked loose from its pins and lay against her cheek. Her hands were clasped tightly in front of her, hiding the faint ink stain on her middle finger from last night's late accounting. No one ever noticed the ink stain. No one ever noticed Eleanor. Lord Harrow, their father, rubbed his palms together, as though warming them at an invisible fire. His smile was wide, practiced, and just a little desperate. "Your Grace, an honor, a true honor. May I present my daughters?" The Duke of Ashbourne had arrived without fanfare. No outriders, no blaring horns, only a sleek black travelling carriage and 4 matched bays. He stepped into the hall wearing a charcoal greatcoat, his dark hair slightly damp from the January mist. His face was handsome in a remote, wintry way, sharp cheekbones, storm grey eyes, and an expression that suggested he had already calculated the cost of every word he would speak today. He inclined his head. Lord Harrow. His gaze moved first to Beatrice. She sank into a curtsy so graceful it seemed to defy gravity. Lashes lowered, lips curved in the exact smile that had launched 100 sonnets and at least 2 duels. Then his attention shifted to Eleanor. She dipped her head, nothing elaborate. Her weak knee made deep curtsies painful, and she had long since stopped pretending otherwise. When she lifted her eyes again, she met his gaze directly for perhaps 2 heartbeats before looking away. "Lady Beatrice," the Duke said, voice low and unhurried. "Lady Eleanor." Lord Harrow beamed as though he had personally sculpted both girls. "Beatrice is the elder naturally, and widely regarded as the jewel of the county. Accomplished on the pianoforte, speaks French and Italian fluently, rides to hounds with the best of the gentlemen." "Father," Beatrice murmured in pretty protest, cheeks delicately flushed. The Duke remained silent. Lord Harrow's smile faltered only slightly. He gestured toward his younger daughter, with the air of a man displaying a serviceable but unremarkable piece of furniture. "And Eleanor, she is a good, steady girl. Keeps the still room, helps with the household books. Quiet, biddable, useful." Eleanor felt heat crawl up her neck. Useful. The word landed like a stone. The Duke studied her another moment, then turned back to the father. "You have a marriage proposal for me, I believe." Lord Harrow seized the opening with both hands. "Indeed. Your Grace, our southern boundary marches with your own lands for nearly 4 miles. A union would secure both estates most advantageously. And as Beatrice's, I will take the younger daughter," the Duke said. The words fell like a dropped blade. Lord Harrow's mouth opened, closed, opened again. "I beg your pardon?" "Lady Eleanor," Ashbourne repeated, calm, as though ordering a glass of claret. "I will marry Lady Eleanor." Beatrice's perfect smile cracked. Colour drained from her cheeks, then rushed back in a violent flush. "But, Your Grace!" The Duke did not glance at her. His attention remained on Eleanor, who had gone perfectly still, eyes wide with shock. Lord Harrow gave a short, incredulous laugh. "Surely you jest, sir. Everyone knows Beatrice is the beauty of the family, the Rose of the North. They call her. Suitors have ridden 50 miles just to leave their cards. Then they may continue riding," the Duke said. "I have no need of roses that require constant admiration and careful handling. I require a wife who will stand when the wind rises." Eleanor drew a shaky breath. She lifted her chin and looked straight at him. "Why?" The single word sliced through the stunned silence. Lord Harrow hissed, "Eleanor!" Beatrice stared at her sister as though she had grown a second head. The Duke tilted his head, studying her with renewed interest. "Why you?" "Yes," she said, quieter now, but no less firm. "You have never spoken to me before today. You have not danced with me, ridden with me, heard me play or sing. Why me?" For the first time since entering the hall, Something like genuine warmth flickered in the Duke's winter eyes. "Because," he said, "when your father praised your sister, you did not simper, blush, or glance toward a looking-glass for approval. When he described you, he offered insults thinly disguised as compliments. And you neither wept nor raged nor tried to contradict him. You simply endured. That tells me more than any display of accomplishments ever could." He took one measured step closer. "I've spent 29 years surrounded by performance. I'm tired of performance. I want someone who simply exists without artifice." Eleanor searched his face for mockery, for hidden cruelty. She found only fatigue and a strange, stubborn honesty. Lord Harrow recovered enough to splutter, "This is preposterous." The settlements were discussed with Beatrice in mind. "The jointure, the dowry, will be renegotiated," the Duke said. "Or I will leave now, and the matter will be closed forever." Beatrice made a small, wounded sound. She whirled, sapphire skirts snapping, and fled the hall. A door slammed somewhere distant. Lord Harrow looked suddenly smaller, older. "Eleanor," he began, voice cracking, "you cannot possibly—" She met his eyes. "If his grace will have me, I will marry him." The Duke's mouth curved just the barest fraction.